All right, guys, today I am joined by PFL light heavyweight champion Impa Kasanganay. Big fight coming up, my man. Obviously, that Bellator versus PFL champions card. Want to get your thoughts on that. But first, how's it going, man? How's everything doing?
I mean, it's going well. I had a training this morning. I'm going to train later today. Grateful, man. I'm doing what I love and just
Getting those two-a-days in,
I'm
grinding.
yeah, yeah, grind and do what I love. It's fun. I tell people it's a grind for sure, but it's also my hobby. So it's a cool hobby that I get paid to do. It's like I'm
Yeah.
passionate about. I'm loving it. It's my hobby. It's my passion. It's my joy. So yeah, grinding away, but man, at the same time too, like refining and just loving life.
Do you usually do like two-a-days, or is that just strictly for camp? Because you did say it's your hobby, right? Sometimes you get a little obsessed with something, you just want to like do it. It's all you could think about, right? But when you're
Yeah,
off, do
yeah.
you do just one-a-days when you're not in camp?
No, I train year round. Sometimes
Okay.
three, sometimes
Oh, wow.
four. Depends on the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like I love training in general. Like I love to train. It's not like I don't go crazy all the time. Like I never pull back. It's like how do I get better? That's the main thing. So
Right.
if you need one day, yeah, but really, usually at least 2 to 3, I would say. I enjoy what I get to do. It's fun. It's a challenge. Like, okay, how do you get better at this? Like the technique of it. Not even the fights themselves. The fights are awesome. I love fighting, but even when I'm not fighting, it's like you fight. Let's say, okay, this year I'll fight 5 times. This one and the four, go get the title. Last year was 5, but you still train a lot more than you fight. So for me, it's like
Right.
you have to enjoy that process too. Like you embrace it and you have to challenge yourself in it. So yeah, no, like I love I just love it.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're not training, what are you just hanging out with that dog? What kind of dog do you have, man? That's a really nice dog.
I appreciate you, Beacon. He's a Belgian Malinois. He's I
Okay.
guess he's in his kennel right now. He probably wants to be in the interview. Let's go bring him out. He's
Oh, there you go, man.
we'll bring him out. He probably wants to get out. What's
Super
up, buddy?
cute too, man. He's a puppy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he's a puppy, but he's growing now.
Got the
Yeah,
dog
what's up,
lover
buddy?
in me coming out now. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
But he getting all the attention today. He's chilling, being quiet too.
You would
It's
think
like
he's the
you
one
know, his
fighting.
channel. Yeah, you would think so. The way he's been biting me lately, teething
Yeah.
over here. Come on, come say hey. He's got to use the restroom first though, because he's getting out this kennel. Say hey,
Is that Beak? That's his name?
Beacon.
Oh, Beacon. There we go. Beacon. I like that. That's a
Yeah,
nice name. What's up, Beacon?
he must think it. Oh, he
Hey.
says hello. Get him.
All right.
There you go. He's got to
Chilling
go
with
pee
dad,
first.
man. I like that. I like
My
that.
God,
He's adorable, man. That's so cute.
my dude right there. See, you got some camera time, Beacon.
There you go.
He's wants
Getting some
to
camera time, getting some sunlight, getting some potty time.
Yes, my
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Anyway,
dog?
I have a bully. Yeah, I have a pit bull. She's like 9 now.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
she's little chunky. Got to get her off the food a little bit. But yeah, definitely definitely not as nice looking as and as exquisite, of a breed as your dog. It sounds like you got something you got to like look deep into the internet to find. But
This guy
nonetheless.
right here. He's over here eating plants right now, trying to be a vegetarian. I think, hey, buddy, stop doing that. Come on. Yeah, but he's a fun dog to be around. He
Yeah,
loves to hang
absolutely.
out sometimes. I think he's tired right now.
When
It's
do you
nap
head
time.
out
Come
to
on,
Saudi
Beacon.
Arabia? Because it looks like you're home right now, right?
Yeah, I'm home right now. I leave Sunday. Actually.
Okay.
Here you go.
First time fighting there for you?
First time fighting in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it's it's going to Riyadh.
Yeah.
He's trying to stay outside. 1 second. Gotta
Nah,
come
no
back
worries.
inside, bro.
I'll take your
There he
time.
goes. He got excited. Yeah. So first time fighting in Riyadh. Um, I've been to the Middle East. I fought in Abu Dhabi once.
Hmm.
Second time going out that way. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you need time to like acclimate or anything like that? Or you think you'll be good to go?
I'm dialed and ready to go. It's a fight.
There you
It's like
go.
if you go on vacation and then you go somewhere new and then you're about to fight somebody, like
Yeah, right.
what are you gonna do? Oh, hey, I got a way to get acclimated. Like, no, you're gonna start swinging and start doing your movements. Like you're
Sure.
prepared at any time. So I'm dialed in and ready to go, man. I'm looking forward to doing what I love and claiming this victory and getting ready, for the next battles ahead.
Sure. Obviously, this is the big PFL Bellator card. That's how they're branding it, right? When
Mhm.
PFL, does get the, they do acquire that Bellator roster. What's your reaction, right? Because you were in PFL at that time, right? When the announcement came through. So, sort of, what are your thoughts? Especially now as a light heavyweight champion of the organization, what are your thoughts?
Man, I'm grateful. It's cool to be a part of an organization where things are growing for the better.
Hmm.
Things are growing to see like, remember when the UFC acquired Pride? Or
Yeah.
sorry, was it no, is it
Strike
WEC or
Force.
something like that? Strike Force, there you go.
Yep.
And like the organization grew, man, hey, well, how cool is it to be a part of that in history? Look at all like the legends and the great fighters that came out of that. It's like came
Absolutely.
out of that. Like they say, rising tide raises all ships. My focus is always to be the best ever did, past, present, future. It's like take out the best of the best. And who knows if I'd ever got a fight with Johnny, if or any other fighter that could come over now, if PFL didn't acquire Bellator. So for me, I look at it as like, yeah, I'm excited because there are new matchups, new opportunities, new possibilities to talk Corey Anderson, Nemkov, right? The Ngannou fight down the road, so like there are all these different
Sure.
fights that you can like that you can that can become created. And it's like, how do you set yourself up to make yourself undeniable? Well, it's taking out the best wherever they are, and like you're taking out current champions. I think there's something special to that, like taking out a person who is a champion or is a current champion, like that's always special. So, um, yeah, I was very, very excited about that. Cool. I think I found out actually right before the title fight. So I was like,
Wow.
man, all
Yeah.
these opportunities are open. But cool.
It's probably a little
How
motivating,
cool is
right,
that to
to
be
get
like,
that news before a title fight. Like, let me capture this belt and let's see the opportunities that could come now, right?
right? Yeah, it's inspirational. It's motivational. Like it challenges your discipline. It makes you realize that man, there's so much more. Like you can be so much better, and there's so much you can do in life. So for me, it's like one of those things I'm just very, very happy about.
Absolutely. When you look at this card, right, the Johnny Eblen matchup, a lot of people think the guy's the best 185 pounder in the world. Do you think that's true?
I think it's special for sure. For sure.
Well,
I
obviously,
think he's
besides
done great.
yourself, right? I'm sure you're a confident guy, but besides yourself, would you say he's the best 185 pounder on the planet?
I think he's good. I don't think he's the best, but I think he's really
Okay.
good. And it's, I don't even look at it like that. Like, for me, it's like call myself the best in one weight class. No, my focus would be the best fighter in the world, regardless of
Okay.
weight class. And that's who I believe myself to be and who I aspire to be and who I continue to prove that I am, not just
Yeah.
let a weight class limit me. Forget being just a weight class champion, be champion of all champions. That's why I wanted to go down from 205 to 85, right? Because I don't want to be like, I'll go down to 70 as well and fight at heavyweight. Like I don't want to be just I'm fighting only at 205, so I'm the best 205. No, like forget that. Like it's to me it's small thinking to say, oh, just the best at this weight class. That's fine. But I'm like, regardless of weight class, take it all away. He'd be the best. I think he's a good fighter, very good. He's done very, very good work. He's dominated a lot of his fights. He's finished fights. He's shown that he's a well-rounded fighter in all aspects of it. At the same time, we'll claim his victory, claim his finish, move forward. And that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and I love that, man. The fact that you look at it like that, like why limit yourself to just one weight class, right? I think, and it opens up
Right.
a whole new world of opportunities for you because there's not many fighters that think like that. They're all kind of just dead set, like tunnel vision on their division. But the fact that you're willing to like jump up and down and create more opportunities for yourself, I commend that. I think that's
Thank
fair.
you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, if you want things to be done different, things to be different in life, you have to do things differently, right? You have to do things in a new way.
Yeah,
And there are not many people who span different weight classes. You've seen guys do different weight classes and do well, and I respect it. But for me, not many. Some people go up and go down. Like I don't care where it is. It's a fight. It's like it's a battle. And like claims victories. That's what it is. It's not like I'm here to show off or anything. And I respect people who like to stay in their weight class too. But I mean, you got to challenge yourself to me in all this. So
sure.
that's important.
Yeah, it's just a goal for you personally. I get that. So, there he is. Oh man, they love the stomach scratches.
I know for real. Hey, buddy.
He's a star in the making. I'll tell you that right now. Look, when you're fighting at middleweight, does it take any acclimating, right? Because obviously, you fought at 205 the last one, but is it like obviously the weight cut? It's not like there's like a 195-pound division generally, so it's a decent leap, right? It's 20 pounds. You feel like that, might affect you a little bit. Maybe not necessarily your performance, but like in the lead up to it, is it going to be a little bit annoying to have to cut those extra pounds?
It's like I have to eat up to go to 205.
Oh, really?
So it's
Okay.
like I'm not really yeah. If you look at my weigh-ins was like 203, 200,
Right. That's
202,
true.
maybe 205. Yeah, it's like I never cut weight from yeah. I mean I fought as low as 170, fought 85 most of
Yeah,
my career.
that's right.
So it's not like I don't know. And I like that idea of like, oh, you're cutting the weight, the cause suffering, whatever. To me, it's like I'm aware. Like I look past all that. It's all smoke and mirrors to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, like I'm dialed in, ready to go. That's it. Like it's not like, oh man, now I'm here. It's like, let's go get it. Like I signed the contract. I know what I'm here to do. I've been prepared. I'm ready. Year round, I can make any day of the week. You ask me, can you make 85? I can make 85. Any day of the week you ask me, can I make, even 170? It's like I got a bit more prepped and in certain ways to get to 170, but I can do that too. It's like, yeah, like I'm I'm committed to this. I love what I get to do, and I pursue it intentionally. I pursue it wholeheartedly. It's not one of those things I gotta consult people or brag about myself or put it down, but I know when my name is called, I'm ready. And so I'm 85, 5, heavyweight, 170, anything in between. Sign me up and send it.
Yeah, I love it. And look, you obviously are taking on the Bellator champion, right? I didn't, when you read the stuff for the card and all that, I don't see anything of like no title on the
Mhm.
line or anything, right? But like if you win this fight, you're essentially the Bellator 185-pound champ, right? I mean, that's how you would feel, right?
Yeah, well, no, I am. It's like I am now. I'm gonna claim my victory and put a stamp on it. And then when I do they'll give you it's a champion versus champions belt. That's what I'm understanding. So it's like a special
Okay,
inaugural
gotcha,
belt.
gotcha.
It's pretty cool. And I think I saw like a post about like rings coming with it too. So it's like you get that recognition.
You get that
So it's like
chip.
when you know who you are, belt. Yeah, yeah. When you know who you are, belt, no belt, like you take out the best champions. Like for me, I was telling my friend today, I was like, I thought I was gonna be an accountant, fight underground and fight the best people that I could fight. Like it was like, why don't I move to London, do like some underground bare knuckle fighting, and fight people who just want to fight in general? Like I didn't. I want to be very skilled. I want to be very knowledgeable. But for me, it's like for the love of combat, for the love of battling. I thought I was gonna go like special ops or something. I just love combat and understanding violence, not to like do negative things, but use it in a positive way. So it's like how else could I get that? And now I'm fighting professionally, and I got in the UFC, and I'm fighting in PFL. It's like this is cool. I get paid for it. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, so that's how I looked at it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great way to look at it. I mean, and you are a fighter at heart, right? You bring up the post UFC, you brought up the UFC rather. Your post UFC success has been awesome, right? And anytime that a fighter can, exit a place where at one point everyone felt like it was the only place to be, anytime somebody could exit there and really like make a name for themselves or even gain even more success than they did in the promotion outside of it, I commend that. You know, you obviously looked
Like,
like you did bet on yourself at the end of it. Did you have that confidence in your post, right when you get, you and UFC part ways, whatever? At the end of it, did you
mhm.
have confidence that this was going to happen? Like, did you have confidence you were going to be able to manifest something big for yourself in your post UFC run?
Yeah, in a way, and I appreciate that. For me, it's always been about
Absolutely.
like having faith in who God's called you to be. I believe God, and like He blessed me to be here. I'm talented. I'm gifted. I have those things, but it's like without putting the work in, it doesn't really go for anything. It's just like faith without works is dead. So I can't just have all this faith or talent or skill in certain areas or belief and just kind of be like, oh, that's it. Like I put the work in, man. And then I have great trainers who put the work in, invest in me and training partners who challenge me and who speak with me. And I have a family who's very encouraging, which is like a huge asset for me. And I'm very, very love. I have a dog over here trying to bite my foot now. Yeah. Uh, man, I'm grateful. So it's like, yeah, I always believe. I always believe that to be a champion. I mean, when I said I got knocked about Buckley, I said, play that highlight as much as you want, but the day that I became a champion, play that highlight too. That was like that same few hours after that fight. And it's like I was never, I was never, I was never discouraged by any of it. I'm on this path. That's how I fight for another 12 to 17 years, keep claiming all these victories, finishes. I have many, many more titles. So I always believe that. When I started the PFL season, I said challenger to champion. And even though I won the contract, I wasn't in the season right away. I was on I was an alternate. I mean, like when you have
That's
faith and you
right.
put the work in, it's like I never stress it. So it's like not just what I could do, but what I can do with the people on the team that I have with me. So
Absolutely. There we go. Well, look, as far as, what you were able to accomplish in the post UFC run, I think it sort of sets a standard to fighters to see like, you leave the UFC, it's not necessarily on the end of the world. So I think that's great. And amen to everything you said, right? As far as you brought up family, right? And maybe you've been asked about this a bunch of times. I don't want to like get sobby here or anything, but like your father, it seems
oh,
like a lot for you, right? Seems like your father did mean a lot for
yeah,
you. What, as far as what he did, how much has he helped you get to this point, right? Because it seems like without him, there's no 2023 PFL champion Impa there's no champ.
thanks. Yeah, so it's both my parents, man. They never made excuses. They work super hard, right? And they still mean so much to me. I'm grateful to have them in my life, and I pray
Yeah.
God bless all the 100 of health each. Like I pray for them every day. And my brother and my sister mean a lot to me, and they're just so encouraging. Look at this guy trying to bite me. Like,
Well, he's
it's
family
just
now
like
too, so
I'm blessed by my dad. Right? Yeah, his family's like, what about me, bro? What about
that's
me?
right.
My
Yeah,
family, I'll
you
bite
didn't.
you if you don't
I
tell
didn't
me
hear you
better.
mention his name, so fair enough. I think he's justified.
Sorry, Beacon. Sorry, Beacon. Beacon. Yeah, now he's calming down. He's like, okay, you're right. Yeah, but my dad, he's like, he always told me when I was a kid, I don't care where they drop you off in the world, language, you understand language or not. So he's one
Yeah,
of those. He, for me, it's like wherever you go in this world, you have to be successful. It doesn't matter if you speak the language or not, you find a way because he did it. He's just a great example. He's one of those dads who's been very present in my life. You know, like not everybody can say that their parents have been present or they're like such great parents. I tell people this, like, if if I played the lottery and like the prize is to win parents, I won the whole lottery. I won the jackpot. Like they're very, very special to me. We're tight too, man. Like I love my family. The K5, Kasanganay 5. We
yeah,
stick together. Yeah. We love each other. You know, whether like one's up, we're all up. We all help each other out. You know, we say like your success is my success is yours, and they just show that example. You know, faith, Christian loving people. They take no crap from anybody, and they set the standard in the way. So for me, it's like how how do I best honor them by being the best version of myself and carrying the name, being an ambassador for the last name. So, yeah, he means a lot to me. I can call him any single time. I'll probably call him after this, just catch up and just see what he's doing. Like we all roast each other. We have a great time. My sister had her 18th birthday yesterday. I saw them for my sister's high school graduation last Thursday. So she graduated early. She's going to West Point. My brother's coaching basketball, University of Tennessee basketball program in Knoxville. Like they're all doing some really, really cool stuff, and
it's
it's
great.
like I was a lot of people like, if you wouldn't know my family, I'm like the run. The time you done these cool things, you further your education, like, but my family, man, like they're special, man. And my mom, she works hours on hours on hours. She'd work what, like a time 15 to 20 hours a day sometimes, and never complained. Always showed love, never skipped church. Like it's always made the favorite meals. My mom and dad. My dad serves really well. He's a super super loving, and now like I have like just time to see them more, and I'm grateful. So like they really change and impact my life and lead me and challenge me till this day. I just think about like how did they raise me? Anytime I want to do something that I'm just like kind of debating, is this the right way to do? How did they raise me? It's like a big question. So yeah, I love
Yeah,
my family, man.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's beautiful, man. I think family is definitely important, and it looks like you definitely did it right by them. Winning that championship that definitely justifies a lot of the work you've done, right?
Thank you,
Yeah, absolutely. Let's shift gears here before as we wrap up. Only got a few more questions. I do appreciate the time.
thank you
Let's
for
look
having me.
into the yeah, absolutely, man. You talk about the Francis Ngannou name, right? You mentioned it before, right? Um, Let me just ask
Mhm.
you this as just a fan of mixed martial arts. What do I know? But the guy does terrify me, right? I mean, you step into the cage with a guy like that. Is there not like an out? There's no like not even a little bit of fear if you were able ever going to step into the cage with a guy like that, or do like what's your mindset if you were to face the predator, a guy like that?
Yeah, when I face Francis Ngannou, the only mindset is honor God, do my job, take him. It doesn't matter who he is, where he's from. Like I'm not gonna insult him. I really respect him. Met him a couple times, and I think that he's a good fighter. He's done his thing, but I go claim
Sure.
that victory. Go kill this guy, take him out, and then move forward. My team, my God, most importantly, and everybody, right? There's no need to fear anybody or anything like that. Like, you gotta look past it. Yeah, he's awesome. He's done great work, and he's a fighter. He's a warrior in some ways too, right? I mean, he definitely is a warrior. But that's like what you want, right? You don't ever shy away from the ones that everybody else in society. That's why everybody has their role in life. It doesn't make anybody less than the other one, but that's why there are people who are fighters, there are people who are warriors, there are people who are promoters, there are people who are there are people who are nurses, there are people who are doctors. Everybody has their role in life. For me, it's like, I slay the giants. I take out the monsters. I take those people out and I just let people know that they're unconditionally loved. And I come back home and watch this guy tear at my couch. And that's it. Like I don't care what kind of beast the beast is, like I'm the one who hunts, I'm the one who provides, I'm the one who takes them out and I get to do my job. And that's what I think about when I go in there. It's like I'm at peace, right? So if they say it's Francis on February 24th, it's Francis. If it's John Jones, it's John Jones. Like I fear no one. I know I'm gonna be prepared. When my name's called, I'll go claim that victory. Just gotta do what I need to do.
Yeah, I love it, man. Let me ask you one more question. Regardless of, win, loss, and I'm sure a win is very much in your expectations here, of course. How could it not be, right? But regardless of what happens, what kind of fight do you think the fans could expect you versus Johnny Eblen on February 24th in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, so February 24th, claim that victory. Dominant from beginning to the end. absolute show of discipline, intelligence, great training, sharpshooting, right? Nullifying what he does well, and then imposing my will in every single aspect of the from the stand up to the ground, and all in between, all aspects of it, from the movement and everything. And it's going to be a culmination of every bit of hard work, intensity, preparation, relentless focus. And then at the end of the fight, when they put us in the center again, I have my hands raised and move forward, and I'm thanking God, and everybody's gonna be like, man, like, this is one of those fights like, wow, like we knew Johnny's special, and it doesn't take away from how special he is. But let's watch, Impa Kasanganay and all that, this team is doing and what we're doing together. Because without them, I wouldn't be here. Without God, I wouldn't be here. And if we talk after, right? If you and I talk after, it's not like to
Absolutely.
anybody in the world I told you. It's not I told you so. It's like, hey, yeah, like, I expected it of myself and expected myself to dominate, and I move forward. I have more work to do. I can keep getting better. So I say expected battle, expected victory, but never expected victory without a battle. And so we're gonna take this battle, claim this victory, and move forward, and that's it.
Very well said, my friend. Guys, that's going to do it. Impa takes on Johnny Eblen in the big PFL versus Bellator card on February 24th in Saudi Arabia. Thanks a lot for the time, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Beacon says bye too.
Bye, Beacon. Take care, man. Don't grow too much now.